Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another wonderful week of school. I hope you had a great weekend, and congratulations if your football team won this weekend, and better luck next time if your team lost this weekend. Guys, I'm super excited. Like, basketball is getting ready to start, wrestling is starting. And so, if those of you that are on our basketball teams and wrestling guys and other sports, hey, number one, we're proud of you for taking that chance to do something you love to do, but also for representing our schools, right? We want you to represent every time you take the matter to court, you're representing Harlem, right? In everything you do. So, this season, best of luck to you, but also represent our school, man, and do an amazing job, right? On the mat and off the mat, on the court and off the court. Make sure that you guys keep up with your grades as well this week. As we're moving on here in the second quarter as well. So, also want to give a big shout out to our high school teams, guys. Hey, making the playoffs is a very tough like challenge, right? So our high school football teams made the playoffs. So if you are supporting the high school teams, make sure you go there. You're respectful to the high school's rules and regulations at the game. But hey, have fun cheering on our high school teams in the playoffs, week one. So those of you that are super excited about Halloween and you love scary things, all right, first off, good for you. Second off, I don't really do scary things too much. But one thing here at school, no costumes. Do not wear any costumes or face paint here to school this week. All right. I know Halloween's here, but we're not wearing costumes or doing any face painting or any Halloween like scary things here at school. Your teachers may or may not have some candy or different treats. I don't know. Those things are fine. I've seen a few boo baskets. All right. So, but no Halloween costumes. All right. Remember in the cafeteria, make sure we stay seated. And if you need something, raise your hand. If not, okay, you could face some consequences for not following the expectations in the cafeteria. All right. So stay seated and raise your hand. Don't be up walking around talking to your buddies over here and over here and over here. Don't do that, right? That's not what we're supposed to do in the cafeteria. All right. I want to talk to you today. So here's the thing. In case of a fire, we go outside the fire drill, right? We have locations for fires, right? In case of an active shooter or intruder, we have law enforcement drills that we have practiced. In case of bad weather, we have a drill that we have practiced in the hallways, right? But I want to ask you this: what do you do in cases of an emotional emergency, right? When your emotions are a certain way and you're feeling certain things, what strategies do you have in those moments, right? Glad you're thinking about it because I want to show you this. Your teachers will go over this a little bit more. It's called the zones of regulation. So it starts with how can you help yourself in certain moments, right? And so as you notice, there's different zones here. So this is a blue, like you might be feeling kind of sad, tired, bored, or moving slowly. So what can you do when you feel that way, right? You can talk to someone, you can stretch, you take a break, different things. So you have the green zone, you have the yellow zone. And guys, sometimes we're seeing the angry, this is the getting ready to rage out zone, right? When you're angry, you're frustrated, you're scared, you're out of control. And those situations in these zones right here, you can stop what you're doing, make sensible choices, take deep breaths, ask for a break, find a safe space, ask for help. And so, like I said, your teachers will talk to you a little more about this. But hey, just like in case of a fire, you wouldn't hide under your desk, right? You would exit and go to the designated safety zone. So when you're angry, you wouldn't sit there and just argue and rage. You would apply the correct action for that particular incident or emergency, right? So we want you to start thinking about these zones of regulations because your feelings are real, your emotions are real, but you also need to understand that there are certain strategies that will help you during those moments, right? So we hope you have an amazing week this week, okay? I hope that you slow down and think about what emotion you may be feeling or what emergency you're experiencing. And you can work through the zones or regulations, right, to help you make smart choices because we are responsible, right? Responsible. We're able to make great choices and decisions. We're able to apply the strategies to fit our feelings. Look forward to seeing you around school. Guys, thank you for being here. You have an amazing day. We'll see you later.